Some damaged vessels have a hairline crack that did not break all the way through. And the question is how to fix it, how to let epoxy seep into that crack. This lesson apply only to PC Clear, given its specification. Every epoxy has its own behavior. We like to warm our epoxy and fillers to about 130 degrees. They become more malleable, more workable. If you don't have a warmer like we do here, it's a wax warmer. You can hit it on a tile. You can see that we warm it up to 135. This is a dry run. Apply some on a tile. We use a torch to heat it up. If you're not familiar or experienced, use a torch. Please use a hair dryer. It takes a little bit longer. And you can see in room temperature, the epoxy is pretty sticky. It would not seep through the hairline crack effectively. So we heat it up a little bit to give it a good start. We want to be at about 130 degrees. You can see it's more liquid already. In this dry run, we use a tile. We're gonna heat the tile up to 200 degrees, or just about. Don't go much further. Make sure the torch is a little bit away from the surface, and wear goggles, crucial. Make sure you wear goggles. You can see that once the already warmed up epoxy touches the surface of the pot, it becomes just like water. It would seep through the hairline crack. In our case, there is some movement that is better as you apply the epoxy on the hairline crack. You move it and it's gonna seep through. If you don't have many movement, wedge a blade through just to give it a little of a crack in there. Be aware that once you heat up the epoxy, the workable time, defined as 4 minutes in this case, would be reduced to half. You have only 2 minutes. When you heat up the surface, again, make sure that you're not too close to the pot and you're always moving. Heat up all the area, not just the area where you apply the epoxy. It's going to hold temperature for longer. It's about 200 degrees. Mix up the epoxy really in the last minute, because you mixed it after you already heated up the surface is going to cool off a little bit, so you have to reheat it again. But the idea is to maximize the 2 minutes to do the remaining work. I didn't have to preheat the epoxy in our case with the torch because it was sitting in the warmer. So you see the temperature dropped. I'm reheating it. Again, trying to reach 200 degrees. That's when the best performance from the liquid point of view. It's 200 degrees. And as soon as I apply it, it's gonna pour right into the crack. In our case, because the two sides of the crack move, I'm gonna rattle it a bit. It's gonna accelerate the movement to the other side. Put plenty, because remember, you're gonna lose the epoxy getting into the crack, and you have to repanish it a little bit, just to make sure you have enough material going through. And the way you know it went through, you touch the other side, and to see if your finger get wet. And in our case, yep, it went through. Because I still have time, I use alcohol to clean it up. It saves me some effort later cutting it with a blade. But if you're running out of time and you're past the 2 minutes, do not clean it with alcohol, because it's gonna stick, smear, and not come off well. you're gonna make a mess. Also, cleaning applies only to glassy, shiny parts. If your surface is porous or not shiny glaze, do not clean. Cut the excess epoxy a day later after it cured to prevent making a mess. In our case, because there is some separation, we use a clamp. The clamp gonna push some epoxy out again. I still have 20 more seconds before 2 minutes expires. I can use the alcohol to clean it. I do it on both sides, on the outside, on the inside. And I'm all done. There are more lessons on our website, lakesidePottery.com, with pottery and restoration lessons. Have fun. Good luck with your project. Thank you for listening.